What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Prince Vince, aka the real truth terrorist, too. Shout out to Queen Ifama. You know, I had to steal your little handle. But anyways, I'm gonna create a hashtag up in this bitch. I think iBmor is already a hashtag, but this might be hashtag WSS, what she's saying, or what she's really saying, just spell out the whole word, hashtag what she's really saying, along with hashtag iBmor, iBmor. But we gonna go over for these lames, for all you men who are already in the know, you don't need a lesson at this, but there are many lames who may be deceived by a couple of things. And I'm gonna talk about a couple of different things, but I'm gonna mainly talk about what a woman is saying whenever she says a man messed up her self-esteem. And often you can hear this coming from many women who are in the 8, 9, and dime range. She's about a 9 or a dime. So what is she talking about a man messing up her self-esteem? Her self-esteem should be high. She's heard ever since she's been a child. Now some dimes are, they were born pretty. And some girls are actually ugly ducklings when they're little, but, once they get older and, her hips spread and, she just takes on a more mature look, she starts to look a lot better. That's just the way it is. But anyway it goes, throughout most of a 9 or a dime's life, she hears that you fine, you good looking. She hears men worshiping at her personal altar. Her self-esteem should be high. Should be just about narcissistic, And you wonder what the hell a lot of them mean when they say a man messed up her self-esteem. Or sometimes you might hear it from a girl who's not necessarily a 9 or a dime. She might be a 6 or a 7, But she might have a nice set of titties, a nice ass. I mean, if you just imagine a female who has, now, number one, every girl has her own perception of masculinity, but I would say that 2/3 of women have the prototypical view of masculinity, broad shoulders, deep voice, maybe a beard, maybe a tattoo, and a man who is just more importantly than anything, very confident in himself, living a life where he's the 100% best version of himself. That confidence just, attracts women. And, a man who looks physically fit, but, a woman typically, I would say 2/3 have the prototypical view of masculinity. But you'll hear women say a certain guy messed up her self-esteem. Now you imagine a certain female, and you see them all on Instagram, you see them on Tumblr, you see them on Facebook and Twitter and Google and many different photo sharing sites, posting up their selfies. Her hips are wide, her butt is big. Some of them just post up a 30-second video where they are doing nothing but walking down the sidewalk, switching her big hips and letting her big butt cheeks damn near clap while she walk. Have you ever seen a woman who, her body is about 70% of her ass? Her ass is about 70% of her body. She is nothing but a big set of hips and ass. The upper half of her body looks about 14 or maybe 15 years old. And she got so much ass, she don't even worry about her hair really, but she might do a little something to it or exotify it every now and then, but for the most part, she receives nothing but compliments about her ass. Everywhere she goes, niggas are thirsting over her ass. Every time she turns her head, somebody is looking at her ass. Niggas are beeping a horn at her ass. It's all about her ass, her ass, her ass. So what does she fall in love with? She fall in love with the first nigga that tell her, bitch, you got a big grandma looking booty. The first nigga that let her know that he's not attracted or he looks at her ass in a clownish type way becomes the first nigga that she's attracted to, because she's always hearing niggas worship her ass. And that's what she means when she talks about somebody fucking up her self-esteem. Because a real man, she becomes attracted to a man who doesn't really allow her to lift herself above him or esteem herself above him. A man who can judge her, a man who she perceives as a somebody. You get what I'm saying? And see, the somebody that he makes himself in her life can judge her. And if he lets her know that he doesn't thirst over her ass, or that he's not weak for her ass, or that he can't be manipulated by her ass or controlled or constructed by her ass, that becomes attractive to her. And he mainly puts her down, and she is always trying to win his approval. He almost puts himself in a daddy-like position above her. And for that, and she becomes attracted to that. You get what I'm saying? So that's what a woman is saying when she says a man fucked up her self-esteem. Because her self-esteem should be high, but far too many niggas thirst over her big ass or her big titties or whatever. She might just be a normal looking, tall, stallion looking female who just always receives compliments. And it's just about a 100% guarantee, 8 times out of 10, she's going to fall in love with somebody who doesn't worship at her personal altar the way everybody always does. That's just the way that it is. A man who has self-esteem, and a man who, most importantly, can position himself above her. The second thing that you might hear a woman say is that she got beat on by her ex-boyfriend. Now, the thing of it is, certain talk is girl talk. And black men are the worst at sitting around listening to girl talk. And as far as I'm concerned, when a female says that she got beat on, I really don't care. Because when I've done security for over a decade. And I remember the first night I did security, some niggas got to throwing some hands. And, I stepped in between some guys and took a hit upside the head. My damn head was aching for about 2 days. I'm a grown ass man, and I can't take no hits upside the head. So if you taking some hits upside the head from a man, and you are a woman, as far as I'm concerned, something is wrong with you. That's some shit that you can whine about to your female friends. That's something that as a man you shouldn't feel sorry for. The only thing she's telling you is that she's dysfunctional. Because apparently he was giving her something that made her feel better than the ass whoopings made her feel bad. That's the only way I look at it. So when she tells you that she got beat on, I know it may be hard for you. And I know you may have to grit your teeth, but don't feel sorry for her. Because any woman who stays in and maintains a dysfunctional relationship is dysfunctional herself. She might just be getting with you for a little calm down before she jumped back on some more dysfunctional dick. So that, for the most part, concludes our short little lessons today on hashtag what she's really saying. It's your boy, aka Prince Vince, the Truth Terrorist 2. Holla at you.